Welcome to your daily detox from adrenaline pumped content. Sit back, relax, as we talk about why gaming will never be the same again. I just wanted to come on here, guys, and do another video where I kind of talk about gaming losing its magic and why I don't personally think it will ever really be the same again. And it might not be a bad thing, and I'm not saying gaming is going away, but I just think the magic that you would have felt from those early times you play video games is almost over, and I'll be absolutely amazed if you ever get the same feeling like you used to. So when you first ever started up gaming, we all have that one game that we can remember more than any others. Now, one of the first games I ever played was Call of Duty 2 on my dad's old PC, and when I tell you now I played the campaign on that game maybe over 40 times. Like, it's just mental. I can't imagine ever now playing a campaign that many times, but to me it was just so different. It was so cool. Like, the fact that you could play a game where you run around and you shoot people and it's as if you were really at war, like, it felt so alien at the first ever time I played it. And then my next progression, I think the first console I ever got was a Nintendo DS Lite, and I loved that thing. I would play anything, even if it was like Brain Training or Nintendogs, stuff like that was the most terrible games when you look at it in hindsight, but I absolutely loved and adored them. Following that, I was a bit of a Nintendo boy at the start. I always wanted an Xbox 360, but most of the games that were on 360 that I wanted to play, I'd get told I was too young for at the time. So I got a Wii. Now, the Wii is genuinely probably one of the greatest gaming consoles ever. The motions, Wii Sports is so elite. And this is where I think one of the problems comes from. How do you get better than what we've already got? Like, I know loads of different things try and do stuff that makes them better and different. But truly, what we've had and what we've been blessed with for all these years is just so goddamn good that how could you beat it? Like, when the Wii first came out, that thing was a completely pivotal changing point of gaming. There hadn't been anything like it. It was actually something you could only really dream of. Something that almost felt realistic. I remember playing World at War, going through the campaign, and I had like a little shitty gun attachment for the console. And it just made it feel so epic. Like, actually having to aim and shoot. Oh, it's making me just thinking about it now, all these years later. It was just brilliant. So because we had the consoles, we had all the things, and we've had them for so long and become so used to them that they've just become part of our lives. And most other things that try now, like VR and all of this, they just never ever seem to hit the same. And I think it's because stuff was almost already perfected. Not only was it the consoles that were perfected, games have been perfected. Like this one I'm playing here right now, Minecraft. You will struggle in the history of games to find one that would ever be able to compete with this. Everything about it is just too good. Now, I know, of course, like, new games will come about. Like when Fortnite first came out, everyone had said, will there ever be a game that would almost stop Call of Duty and become more successful than that? And then Fortnite came out and did it. It wasn't completely more successful as such, but what Fortnite did was it completely killed a Call of Duty game. I think it was Call of Duty World War II that had just come out. That game's player base got tanked by Fortnite from what it would have been. Absolutely tanked. And it was because Fortnite was so good. Well, at least the original versions of Fortnite. They were brilliant. And will we struggle to find new games and get the magic out? So you've had Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto 5, all of that. They're all absolutely, almost, you could probably say and categorize them as perfect games. Now, obviously there's stuff wrong with these games, but in the mean part, when you look back at it, they're perfect. They're something that you would have only ever dreamt of ever being able to play. And is that why gaming's losing its magic? Because the games that come out these days, they're just unable to compete with what we've already got. And is there other reasons? Is it because your mates have stopped playing? Like when you would load up your Xbox back in 2012 and you'd press the home button, you would see 20 plus friends online and you could jump in with a party whenever and play with them. You would have random nights on Minecraft. Well, I remember we would make a pub and all sit there and chat away. You would have Call of Duty maps, and you would just go into custom lobbies and play game modes like Mike Myers. There was always something to do because all of your mates were just always online. And there was actually a time recently that brought all of that magic back: COVID. When I went online on COVID, we had an Xbox party chat with, I think, as it was capped, like it was the most you could actually have in an Xbox party chat. And all me and my mates were saying was that is probably the best time of gaming we've ever had in our entire lives. And that was only a few years back. Yes, it helped that we were mainly playing Call of Duty and Fortnite. And at that time, COVID Fortnite and COVID Warzone had just come out, and it absolutely carried. And Search and Destroy and mod. Oh my god. So was the magic of gaming not as much the game that you played, and more the people you play it with? Are your friends stopping playing games? Do you find you still have fun when they're online? Were you never playing with people? Let me know down below. And one final point I want to make is it going to be possible for new games to come through? Are we going to have another Minecraft? Because personally, I think not. Will GTA 6 live up to the hype when that comes out? Because that thing might be the most hyped game of all time. What if it's terrible? How many people do you think, if GTA is terrible, will almost give up on gaming? It's been hyped up practically since a year after of GTA 5's release, which came out 10 years ago. So if GTA 6 is not a good game, GTA 5 probably is reaching the end of its life cycle. That's why I think games like Fortnite and Minecraft are almost never ending. Call of Duty's end because there's a new one that comes out each year. Minecraft has adapted from generations. You look at the first PC that you ever played a game of Minecraft on. That thing wouldn't even be able to run Chrome these days. Yet you were able to play a full-fledged game that is almost similar to the one we've got today with Minecraft. So these games become never-ending. They can go on forever. Games like Call of Duty, you try load up a game of Black Ops 2, because I've been trying to play it a bit recently. You're waiting ages for a lobby, and you're only lucky if you end up finding one, and then when you find one, there's a hacker in there. Minecraft, I could even go back on Minecraft and play the old versions of it because they make it all accessible, but the game gets updated and stays as one game and adapts to all of the different systems that come its way. They made it available for consoles because for the first few years it wasn't. Everything Minecraft could have done, it did right. I know I'm going a bit off topic here. It's more sounding like me just brown nosing Minecraft more than talking about has the magic in gaming died. But I think Minecraft is the best example to show yes and no. Now you might be wondering what I think like that. I do think the magic in gaming has died, but I don't think it's the games. I think it's because you've grown up, you've gotten older, you have responsibilities, you have stuff to do. It's very rare you get a time where you can sit down now with all of your mates and just think, we're going to sweat out some Xbox. We're not going to have a worry in the world. Nothing matters. Don't need to do anything else. There's going to be all of your mates on. You're going to have a full 6-man. I can't actually think of the last time that happened for me because we've gotten older. We do other things with our lives. COVID brought it back, the magic of gaming. And I think because of COVID, it showed me that the reason wasn't the video games were getting worse. Now, there is arguments that the games are getting worse, don't get me wrong, but they actually might be getting better. There's more you can do. The graphics are better. They actually listen. Skill-based matchmaking's killing games off quite a bit though, because you never feel like you're getting better, which is another thing that sucks. But the games on themselves aren't getting much worse than what we had before. Oh my word, you absolute cocksucker! It's just the way we play games and the way we have had to slow down and stop and not have all of our friends online. That's what's changed. That's what's made gaming so different these days. And that's why gaming doesn't have the magic it once used to have. Nope, not interested, mate. Piss off. Piss off. I was miles away.